Hi, my name's Simon Hull and I'm part of the AS pricing domain. I'm the product owner for a platform called Tesla and I've been with Deutsche Bank for just over 2 years. I want to talk about the challenge the status quo element of the driving results performance standard. To me, this standard is all about innovation. It's about continually assessing what we're doing, why we're doing it and how we can improve. It's about challenging assumptions and existing ways of working and really leading change. It's not just about having good ideas, it's about actually implementing those ideas and realizing the benefits. I've had some experience in leading change and I want to share a few techniques that have helped me in the past. The examples that I'm going to use come from my introduction of agile development practices into a number of teams that I've led. The first technique I used when introducing Agile was to help gain momentum and energize others around the change and really create a sense of urgency, was to show people what would happen if we didn't change. Some of the goals of Agile development are to reduce defects through continual refinement of requirements, through better defined quality criteria and through automated testing. So in the team that I was aiming to make this change in, I was actually able to illustrate an ever-growing trend of QA defects, and I was able to paint a picture of this trend continuing, and ultimately the defects would just continue to multiply and we would have very little chance of delivering any high-quality code into production. Now this was really powerful because I was able to back this up by data and really show not only why we had to change, but why we had to change right now. The second technique that I used was to really early on identify the stakeholders within the change and the position that they were likely to take over this change, particularly those that I thought would oppose it. Some people will oppose change because they're attached to the existing ways of working, and some of these people will passively oppose the change, but in a worst case some people will actively look to sabotage the change. So I spent time up front to identify these people and I worked with them one-on-one to explain the change to them and really make them feel part of the change, to help them to buy into it and really give them the opportunity to help me lead the change from the outset. Now this was actually a good technique to get them on board, and they bought into the benefits, and some of them actually helped to champion the change within my team and within other teams as well. And the third technique that I used was to implement the change initially in a small and controlled way using a pilot project. I chose a small project that I thought had a high chance of success, and I piloted the introduction of Agile, and we achieved great results that were very visible to everybody. And this helped to create more energy and more excitement about the change and really build some momentum for this change. When introducing any change, it's really important to develop an awareness, a desire and an ability to change. And a pilot project really helps you with all of these three things. The visible success of the pilot project helps develop the awareness. This then develops the desire to continue that success, so to continue the change. And the people who were involved in the pilot project actually grew in their ability around the agile practices, and I was able to then move them into other teams and they could then lead the change within those small teams. So that really helped me scale out the change across my area and beyond. So to summarize, you can be successful in challenging the status quo by really energizing others to change. And three techniques that you can use to achieve this are to show people what would happen if we don't change, to identify the stakeholders and really actively manage those who you think may oppose the change early on, and third, use pilot projects to really gain momentum around the change, gain visibility and help to develop that awareness, desire and ability to change. Thank you.